So a lot of resources expended. Sky popping that self, so Roger's going to have to make a trip all the way back to base. There's now Miro. I mean, his solo. He too has a lot of stick charges to play with, up to 10 with the fairies. But Vitoon, abilities back off cooldown. There's going to be no escape for the CIS rejects offlaner this time as NAVI hit the board in our game 1.
It's not always going into the Karen Sanj. It's not always going into the Aghanim Scepter. Some people prefer the BKB a little bit earlier on, and particularly against the Pangolier, especially now, it's going to be so much more effective as FNG. Dive.
An easy kill for no one. Nice read as well from NAVI, just recognizing that Raiden kind of overstepped onto their side to try and take the stack away. They see Depressed Kid. I don't know without Rolling Thunder if they can get it. Maybe they can blow him up without him being wary of this, though. They're trying to charge up the blast. Oh, is it enough? Oh, NAVI. Oh, cute play once again under the ward. He was not expecting all of that burst.
Yeah, no one really popping off.
Now they want to take away some own stacks and even scout out. I think it looking like a triple at the heart. There's a lot of the Ancients as well. And actually Miro, he's just going to venture into the wrong neighborhood. The Sand King unable to stand his ground, or Kenki. No one's up the mark with the stuns. Now Depressed Kid's in and he wants revenge after the previous death. And he'll get it. No one.
I'd go for this dive.
Yeah, why not? You know, no one's out of mana. Already used his abilities prior, but it's like the pain go. Yeah, they're going to do so. F&G stalking his prey with the help of the Storm Spirits. Magic damage. They'll make it a third, and what do you know? Depressed Kid. He will not forget. You tip him, he'll give you one right back.
The important thing is that no one does die. Diffuser Blade timing still going to come at a reasonable pace, though. He's number 1 on the net worth right now.
Top lane, again, Vitoon and Solo. They're onto Miro, and it looks like Miro, he's recognizing there's going to be no escape, and Vitoon is just getting way too much out of this laning phase. It's going to be another kill to add to the tally, and would you be worried right now for CIS rejects with how Vitoon is looking, or will they still have an answer shortly with how aggressive they can get on the Storm Spirit?
I think it's all that. Speaking of Vitoon, he's actually getting dived up, hit by Depressed Kid, wanting to get rid of a lot of that unreliable gold. Will he buy anything? Yes, he does. The broadsword just before the death, so he doesn't lose anything.
Take out the Sweet and Strong. We just got Diffusal. This is huge. A big timing for Na'Vi. It's all going to be on the Shaman to unlock this. They need the Hex. They need the control for Depressed Kid.
Look at all that damage.
Yeah, Roger. Oh, even F&G, they're going to commit. Exo's out, but it seems like they're in two minds. Depressed Kid wants to retreat, but F&G, he wants to fight. First Exo completely wasted, and now Na'Vi. Maybe they can catch out some more heroes. He's going to try and swing over towards the secret shot. Miro, under the cover of the Sandstorm, will just escape.
Just a little bit slow on using the Chakra Magic over there to no one. He's really the one that's being enabled by a lot of this aggression. Is Depressed Kid. Oh, no.
Oh, that's a huge play from Na'Vi, catching out the Storm Spirit with his pants down. He wanted the rune. Unfortunately, it spawned bottom. Another death.
Just feels like their cohesion is next level. They're going to look to try and find out RAMZES as well. Again, the Diffusal Blade plus a double damage.
Although it's a lot of damage. Great timing with the Ancient Seal. Can they turn it around? Epicenter burst. On the outranges, Miro finds the damage, but Lays, he might be able to turn this one around. They do not have an answer to the Timper Saw.
The first missed skill shot, and this is what I was talking about, right? The window for error is just so much smaller because they've been doing everything basically perfect up until this stage, but one little miss there means that he's got enough mana to be able to use the Mystic Snake, the Stone Gaze, and ends up costing him his own life. And the Shaman, maybe back him off a little bit here. Straight back on in.
Yeah, Depressed Kid. Easy kill, but now no one's rolling Thunder fast. Should close it. This you see Rogers. Yep. I know I'm gonna be stunned up afterwards. May as well just cancel the TP. There's gonna be no escape. Depressed Kid? I don't know.
Yeah, he zipped right on top of the roll.
He has this battle fury completed, so Vitoon well on his way to finding that next item BKB. But we're not done just yet down bottom. Depressed Kid, unfortunately, doesn't have the mana to really zip on 4, but all they needed was that one drag back, so Miro has the blink to follow up, but no one! Oh, he's not even dead! No
Chakra in one
survives. They can give him the Chakra, swashbuckle back up, a double for the Pango, and now Depressed Kid can solo get the vision. They kill him! in front of the trees before he TP's out. Solo catches him with the Hex, and NAVI find 3 kills, 0 casualties on the side of Dire.
Yeah, keep the pressure up. You just see how much this Diffusal Blade does, right, against these magic heroes.
Look at this,
It's an easy
Danog.
kill. And even making a rotation through with your PA. Again, she got about a 13-minute Battle Furies. I think so. I mean, they were very close in getting the Rolling Thunder in onto a few of those TPing targets as well. It's just this damn boulder next to where they took the team fight that ended up stopping it, but they're just going again, right? BKB back on cooldown in 3 seconds.
V-Tune again is going to be on the support in the backline.
Where's the
FNG,
crits?
they need a couple of crits. V-Tune praying to RNG Jesus. Finally, he gets the kill. And CIS Rejects, they have to evacuate away from the area. But it looks like, oh, Miro just makes it, in fact. It didn't have a way to cancel the TP, but maybe with these 2 deaths, they consider Roche.
With the Illuminate coming through, it's going to make sure that you're just incredibly healthy in this team fight. No Epicenter for a couple of seconds either, and Lay's really putting himself out there to just try and chase down anyone that's going to try and
They might be in trouble. RAMZES, he was hitting the T1 tower, so still posturing aggressively, but a Stone Gaze TP out. Once again, there's going to be no answer, but NAVI really fast from them. Roche instantly outside the base, and they're going to run into
Solo's found
Depresskit
Depresskit.
again. Solo! Oh, great timing from Miro. Jumps over the tree line, offers a save for Depresskit. He puts his body on the line to keep the position 2 alive.
So they're doing a decent job on CIS Rejects, right? To force a lot of rotations where you're not farming. Miro just hugging this tree line here, making sure to keep this wave pushed
Eyes on
out,
top.
distract away.
Eyes on top. Solo, he's going to get to Depresskit. He's playing like a bait.
Oh,
He
no,
went for
he's
the
not.
Serpent Wards first. He won't get him, and now Depresskit turns it around, but he's going to respect the crits. Vatoon doesn't have enough to kill off the Storm Spirit, but they'll get Roger instead.
Very odd choice to go for the Serpent Wards first. Surely you just Hex and then into the Serpent Wards. You might get the Shackles cancelled by the Ancient Seal, but the important thing
Beelining
is to
it
get
to
that
mid.
initial lockdown.
RAMZES might have to Stone Gaze defensively again. Got a couple of heroes playing behind him. Miro's in. A double Burrow Strike, and maybe they can turn it around. Vatoon does have the Aegis advantage. They're targeting Lays at the moment, but there's no trees to chain to. But Vatoon jumps over, crits down Miro. Na'Vi, do they want to continue the fight? No one's in, but he doesn't have the ultimate. RAMZES is a big threat, even without the MKB, so Vatoon's just going to aim the supports. Doesn't have the damage to kill off FNG. Now, can they set themselves up for round 2? Na'Vi, though, all signs of a retreat.
The top tower being taken out from CIS Rejects, being able to remove the outpost from the Dire control. It's all about Na'Vi looking to take out this mid-tier 2 tower, excuse me. It's only got about 100 HP left, and then they want to make the rotation towards top.
They've got the support behind the Medusa. How do you kill her off? I don't know. Solo's gonna try. Control is out. The mana slowly being burnt away. Where's the counter initiation? They might be too late. RAMZES gets no assistance as Na'Vi. A huge pick off. Now they're onto Depresskit. But a zip down to the south. He's out at mana. Depresskit's farming. He's farming creeps. No, Na'Vi fighting
no.
with a tree line. Depresskit's gone. Beyond godlike for Vatoon. Tips are deserved, and now the tower's soon to be under siege along with the high ground.
Even if he's trying to retreat, he's still going to be farming, and he was on the money.
That was Miro. No way, is he gonna go for this? Epic burst on Vatoon. They've got the Mystic Flare. Is it gonna be enough? Vatoon shrugs it off. Phantom Strike down, and CIS Rejects. They were so close to bursting the Phantom Assassin, but just not enough in the tank.
Really nicely done by Lays as well to make sure he was
Look at the
soaking up
bash.
a lot of that damage.
Miro gets a lot of health back, but it doesn't matter. Sweet and Strong's Illuminate cuts away the life for the Sand King.
It does kind of feel like maybe RAMZES feels like he should have one right now. He's still got the Satanic queued up, and I get it. You know, you've got a lot of that increased damage coming in onto you that a
They're gonna
Satanic's
go.
just able to get rid
Depresskit
of.
once again, but a nice 4 stuff out of the Mystic Flare. Maybe they can just blow up the Death Prophet. It's really not
Deuce is coming in.
Vatoon, easy kill, but like you said, Deuce is back alive. Can they kite her though? Stone Gaze slowly wearing out. Maybe they go back in afterwards. They need a way but able to cancel the shackles. It puts Depresskit's body on the line, but is instantly killed off. All eyes on the Medusa, how she can turn this around. I don't know if RAMZES has the health pool nor the mana to do so. Help, it's out. Control is there. They kite her into oblivion. No Dusa, no RAMZES. You've got some buybacks. But it looks like Na'Vi doesn't care. They've had enough. Na'Vi take game 1. 30 minutes in. What a showing.
And there goes the tip coming on through from Sweet and Strong over to Ramzes. I mean, even just there in that team fight, right? Just getting chain locked down over and over again. No BKBs, not just for the stun aspect, but I really like the Lina into this matchup, right? I don't feel like they have an amazing way to continuously lock him down. That Puck even attempted to go for that onto the Lina, but just things didn't work out. He had a bunch of stick charges at the time, so he was able to tank through a lot. I still think he just needs to make the rotation.
It's going to be bottom.
Right.
No one. Coil with another use of the Metamorphosis here from Vatoon. They're going to close the distance on Miro, but Roger, a zoning Inkswell, puts his body on the line. So Roger's going to be killed off, giving over first blood.
So you don't want to lose that mid-tier 1 tower and prevent it from happening.
As you see, it's a nice read from Navi. The solo behind the
got him.
T1 tower. There we go. They're onto FNG, but Depressed Kid might be able to hit the board for the first time on CIS rejects. Cuts down the life of the Shadow Shaman thanks to the Laguna Blade. Again, like, that's really cool from Navi.
Still do have a decent amount of push coming in, though. I mean, Solo's made the rotation through. Puck just wants to push out this mid wave, perhaps a little bit stronger. Make the TP down bot.
Or Solo. They have now put themselves under the T1 tower. The rest of Navi, they're moving their way down to bottom. Soulbine's going to hold them back. A beautiful usage from Roger, but it looks like Miro, he should still be killed off as no one has got the abilities back up shortly. But they're going to be off the mark, and Miro is still limping to the safety of the tower. No one can continue the chase, but now Ramzes is in. He needs to get pretty lucky with the bashes here. There's the first one, but the second just lacking as no one dukes to the west.
They're walking towards where they think the TB might be farming because there's no T1 tower, no one's revealing on the bottom side of the map because they were just there. Try and find him out, and they do.
He's going to run straight into them. Roger,
not enough,
nice play from Ramzes. He walked back into Roger, but it doesn't matter. The Inkspell too late. Ramzes now has to get out. Again, a beautiful soulbind from Roger, really cutting away any effectiveness that the Pangolier can have. Side the river, Miro, going to be a little bit too late. They're on to Lina. There's a high valuable target to Preskid. Killed off. Top of the net worth finally brought down. And now they've got the coil control as Ramzes is killed off along with them. Oh, a huge fight for Navi. They survived the corner once again. Identified a third target to their name.
Trying to pick up some of these squishier kills, knowing that the Arena of Blood isn't available anymore. Same sort of thing with the Phantom's Embrace, but not lucky enough there is no one.
Mid lane, Depressed Kid. It's a backstab from Lays, but he's got the BKB. So an instant use from Depressed Kid. Are you happy, I think, with the trade? That could have been a big window. In fact, no one wants to fight. The Witchblade will tick out FNG, but the Chrono is there. It's on the mark, but the damage once again, it's not going to be lacking. Depressed Kid, this time they'll get conversion out of the third Chrono. So the first two hasn't been on the mark, but all they needed was the Lina there to offer that burst inside the bubble. So the net worth lead continuing to grow for CIS rejects. They're kind of back and forth. Mid lane, they might jump. No one's in trouble here. Miro, can he time the spear? It's going to be off the mark. Once again, though, the Soulbind really minimizing how much effectiveness you're getting out of the Rolling Thunder. But Vatoon, he's looking to show up to the fight with that Metamorphosis pop. CIS rejects instantly retreating away, but the duo supports unable to get out of the area. Is now Navi. They're thinking about Roshan, and why not?
Aegis or Wraith King.
Oh, no.
Or Aeon Disc.
That's true. Well, this is a big window now for Navi. You have the second life to be able to play with. An incredible way to be able to deal with the Chronosphere. In fact, Ramzes just drops it down. Why not? Runs into both supports, clips the Coddle on the outskirts, and, well, that's a better use of the Chronosphere from Ramzes. Beautifully done. Gets the double. Hey, give him
it really does feel like... I think you're happy to just secure farm around the enemy side of the map, right? Know where they're going to play. Because the Metamorphosis is up in 35 seconds, right? So you're only going to have, like, that 15-second or so window, and...
Oh, but no way, Solo! He got the Hex out. FNG can cancel the Shackles. In fact, Ramsey, alright, well, never mind. He's going to turn this one back around. So Solo killed off. Nothing crazy expended. Oh, that was the first duration of the BKB, so now playing with the 8-second charge.
Yes, Solo was just a little bit slow on the Shackles there, maybe expecting for the Pango to clip in and, yeah, lets him know about it.
He's going to be careful if he oversteps the mark. In fact, Miro will pounce instantly. Beautifully done as Miro finds that initial stun, all they were requiring for Depressed Kid to step in and offer the burst. Hang on a second. Tying up Ramzes. Uh-oh, Ramzes has already used Time Walk. Gonna see him. Can he get out? They know the BKB's on cooldown. They're gonna be perfect with the control, and they are. Coil used afterwards. CIS rejects though. Do they want to converge on the area? A pincer move could be under play. As Miro jumps, pushing Sweet and Strong to the river, closer to Depressed Kid. That will give the Lina now level 20 along with the Silver's Edge Gold. They're going to smoke, but Ramzes isn't there and he cannot connect to the team, so they... Not having the chrono could be a big concern for CIS rejects. They're going to run straight into Vatoon. They're grouped up and Miro's going to pounce. But where's the burst? Where's the damage? Vatoon's going to be fine and they can stand their ground and fight off the back of the BKB. They're targeting Miro down at the moment. Underneath the secret shot, look at Depressed Kid, just a machine gunner. They never kill Miro into the last second. Who cares about the Faceless Void? It's all eyes on Lina as Depressed Kid. Just pummeling to the heroes of Navi. They'll lose 3 for the price of 1.
TP's illusions don't do anything. You know, they're just going to be hitting into the walls there. So your main hero might be able to pop meta.
Look at this, Danog. Look at this ward. Oh, it's paying off dividends for CIS rejects. But they just get the Shaman.
Just go one.
That's okay, though, because Roche is up. So one pickoff into Roche.
No one's at bot.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I knew that was going to come up. I told myself
you got to make it not easy for me.
I know. And worst case scenario, if the Paingo and Puck get leashed together. Otherwise, Lina is just going to kill both of them instantly.
Ooh, you know what this could be? They could be trying to get the...
Lane, they're going to go.
Laze.
Rolling Thunder early from Laze. Being small used defense lifted from Roger, so Ramzes should be okay. Towards the front still, Vatoon. Is he going to be in trouble? BKB's out. Ramzes doesn't have the damage, but he caught no one. Puck standing inside the Chronosphere. Miro, it's a defensive use, but there wasn't a Sunder opportunities. Miro lands the sphere. That's all they needed. Vatoon's gone. A well-deserved tip as well as Depressed Kid. Oh, I'm just considering it. Really wanted Roger. If you kill the Puck again for his 3rd death this game, then all of a sudden there is a bit of a condition here for CIS rejects.
Yeah, and Puck is honestly in a very weird position. He's getting killed. There's a dieback. Depressed Kid doing it again.
What happened to the Lincolns? Uh-oh. All right, let's see how the defense can shape up. You've got meta.
Got Nullifier as well on Ramzes, so this Aeon Disc actually isn't going to be as much value as you might have initially think.
They need to deal with the ward, but they won't be able to fast enough. Great Rolling Thunder from Laze. Is that enough to be able to disrupt the Kondo? Solo is hitting with the shackles. Vatoon with the damage beating into Ramzes, but the Faceless Void's not even dead. They only take out the health pool of Ramzes as a GG is called. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a game 3 with a celebratory chrono. The CIS rejects, they'll even up the series.
Get the chance. I'm sure the replays are going to run eventually, but just in that last fight, it's exactly what I've been talking about all game. The Terrorblade into the Mars just feels so weird.
I think it's a minor advantage for Navi. I really, really like the tempo they're going to have early on.
Just look at the positioning from Solo. Oh, he was slightly off there. He did a really good job to tank up the first arrow into the range creep. And well, this is what I'm talking about. Bloodseeker, such a strong laner.
So I think Miro's dead. They have the Orb of Venom for Vatoon, and there's our first blood. We've spoken consistently.
And make sure that you would be able to get the better end of those trades, and make sure maybe that the Sand King can get the level 1 Sandstorm, as opposed to level 1 Caustic Finale, which he did. And that just meant he was so vulnerable to any of these sorts of ganks.
Lane.
Sweet and Strong's actually making the rotation.
Kid's in trouble. Slide's still on cooldown. They just need one more right click. But the bottle regen doesn't matter as Sweet and Strong, the impetus. Oh no, this is already proving to be difficult for them to deal with, and he's going to limp on away.
Like sweet and sour, that's for sure. They've got the attempt here onto the Sand King. There's the Sentry Ward. There's no Sentry on Roger's side. Is he going to survive though? The Purifying Flames. Oh!
Miro, what was that?
Oh boy.
So with now CIS Rejects putting both supports mid, it is going to be a bit difficult for their side lanes to play. Actually, they're going to dive no one to the tower. Chains, no, not enough to be able to sit up for the arrow. But can they still get the life of the Lina? They will be able to do so with the birth of the Wrath of Nature. They'll trade the casualty of the Death Prophet. I don't know if they can get Sweet and Strong though. Does have, of course, only 1 point in the Nature's Attendance, and the bonus health is enough to keep the Enchantress alive.
But just to extend the time for the stun, Lina at the end of the day still is an int hero, so that extra 1 or 2 right clicks that you can get from the additional stun can be the difference.
Solo. Oh, nicely done. Miro just steps in to cancel the TP.
Oh, the mid lane. Look at these stupid skeletons.
God. Well, it's going to cost them the life of the Oracle, but you do get the tier 1 tower, which you're really happy about if you're Na'Vi. But look, they're scouting out no one. Oh, they're stalking the Lina. TP's going to come through from Ramzes. I don't think there's much Sweet and Strong can do. No one's going to try and chuck out some abilities to deter the damage from Ramzes, but it will not matter. It's all on Depressed Kid, but he doesn't have the mana. Slides up in a couple of seconds. No one will be killed off afterwards. I think Depressed Kid, he should be okay, although it's 2 points in impetus. Nice dodge.
Nice use.
Beautiful dodge.
Yeah.
To enable CIS rejects actually getting a little bit more aggressive and trying to get these kills. Although look at this, Danog. They see Ramzes farming. It's going to be Solo to start and Lays to jump in. Ramzes close to the tier 2 tower, but they should be able to kill the Furion before the rotations come out. But what's the price
Big
to
rotation.
pay? They've gone incredibly deep as F&G charge up the Exo. They'll chase down the second support. They don't have the catch for Lays, but a 2-for-1 with the Exo committed.
After BKB on Vatoon, I need to see the Basher come out for him, because there's no worse situation than having a lineup that's lacking in stuns, finding out a Nature's Prophet finally, and then him just TPing out your face.
This is very aggressive from the Timbersaw, and the rest of Dire, they're converging mid along with Miro's Epicenter, so Timber just biting off a little bit more than he can chew, feeling he was stronger than...
Does end up costing him a lot, though. Maybe not expecting the full 5-man rotation, which would result in the tier 1 tower going down as well.
Grouping up though.
Be careful.
Miro's got to jump to the Lina. Someone needs to eat the arrow, but Solo's nearby. Sans preventing the false promise, but they have to respect the 5-man. As Navi's going to push CIS rejects back, but they don't have detection. So Dire, they've been able to reset, but do they stick around for the fight though? Depressed Kid. Not really under the pump, really. The Rupture's going to connect, and he's out of remnants. He's going to be forced to do it the old-fashioned way to try and run, but the Rupture, always a big issue, as Depressed Kid stands his ground, but no one's got the burst. Now Miro's in as well, but the Sand King just sacrifices his life, giving over a second kill for Na'Vi, and...
Just look to get some vision up. They don't have any at the moment, I believe, though. So.
The rat's on, Danog. Ramzes already bottom, and F&G is going to pop Exos. Why not?
He needs to.
Oh no. They're trying to take the fight though. Miro. Epicenter inside the river, not really doing a whole lot of damage, and Rupture's going to prevent the retreat. But it stopped them from taking Roche. They have to deal with bottom. Tier 3 soon to fall. If they can cancel TPs, it's only the Bloodseeker bottom at the moment, so Tier 3 tower's going to be killed off. Wow. I mean, F&G more than likely killed. Lays is always got yours to be able to cancel a TP. Ramzes just behind the tree. Meanwhile, mid lane, they're onto Sweet and Strong. Well, it's a bit annoying with the untouchable. No one's also playing on the right side. He's going to try and catch out stragglers, which he does just that. Laguna Blade to cut away the life. And now Ramzes might be in trouble. He doesn't really have the movement speed. He's going to be forced to pop BKB, but Vatoon, can he chase him down? A Sprout defensive, the damage not racking up. The back to bottom we go as F&G chased down from Lays, and it's the poor old support that'll cost him his life. But with all these kills they've been able to find on Na'Vi, they will try and move into the pit.
So much space, and that is going to eventually be the Roshan going their way. This game is going to be all about these little trades happening, right? Like, what can you afford to give up?
They're coming. They got to commit. They're going to see the health of Roche. Miro jumps and look at Vatoon. Oh my god, they're at the nature. Almost plays up Vatoon, but a BKB force promise. Solo's reactions perfect from the Oracle, keeping Bloodseeker alive. Now CIS rejects. Do you want to stick around? Well, it looks like the Ember can get out, but Roger, he too has some mobility, so double leap just in the nick of time.
Like, you could just walk out of it, but you can't use anything like TPs or the Timber Chain, for example, to be able to get away, and that might be a difference if they don't know that's how the interaction works.
This goddamn Nature's Prophet talent, Depressed Kid? Ram them down, but they're waiting. Oh no, the LSA's not going to catch him. Rupture's still on Depressed Kid for the moment. NAVI, what a play. The execution was perfect, but CIS rejects from the neighborhood to turn it back around as they get rid of Lays. But Radiant, they're TPing down. They want to brawl. Vatoon.
I'm not sure a single Quelling Blade is going to be enough to be able to break you out of that. And it's not like a Bloodseeker is able to go for a 4-star for himself either.
You have one on Sweet and Strong, so that'll help out slightly with that issue. As bottom lane, someone... Goddamn Miro. No one with the Shadow Blade looks like was able to step in, and Vatoon as well.
These creeps are going to get dealt with though by the Ember Spirit plus the Maelstrom. Sweet and Strong's actually got a full Hurricane Pike as well. Just able to protect himself as well as be
You're
that
onto the Bloodseeker. Look at this. Early use of the BKB, but Vatoon. BKB is soon to expire. Miro's just waiting, blinks in anticipation, but Solo steps in. Defensive false promise, but still the treant blocks mean the Bloodseeker can't evacuate away. Is he going to tick out? He does. CIS rejects, and now they're going to stand their ground. Ramses protected for the BKB. The mana onto the Lina. A buyback from Vatoon. Can they get out of it, though? That's a heavy commitment. Now they might be able to go back into Press Kit. Sets up. Where's the extra follow-up die? They're going to commit in Miro from the outskirts of the airpit, but the damage is minimal, so now no one hunting Miro down. LSA will just clip. They will still tip Vatoon. It's like, yeah, it's a buyback, but what do you truly get out of it? And it is getting to the stage where if someone split pushes solo, and if Dire bring 2 heroes, then they can kill them. Like Ramses is doing stupid amount of damage. Top lane to Press Kid. LSA, it's on the mark after the slide. Oh no, no one. The helper lays, the burst is there. They tried to smoke to try and anticipate the movement.
It feels like that's what Ramses is doing. He's not wanting to farm in the jungle as much anymore. Depends, of course, if there are people showing on the map, but he's basically just gone from one side of the map to the other. Bottom
lane, it's scanned red. Ramses. I don't think he can TP out. They have the bash.
Bash.
Nah, Vatoon's blocked out. Now top lane, they're in trouble. Look at the epicenter. Oh my! What a combo, but still they can't control the heroes. There's no one escaping on a slither of hell thanks to the BKB, but they have the detection. They'll continue to chase down the Lina. Now they're on to Lay's next as Miro. He started the fight and he's going to end it off the back of the burrow. That is perfect and all set up thanks to Ramses. He pushed 2 heroes bottom. Basic boy. 3 o'clock. I'll go for the simple answer, not think about it too hard. Gotta keep the brain power for the game, the exceptional game that we have. Is Miro going for this? He is. Jumping with the epicenter. Ramses is going to try and TP, but they have to get the kill and get out. If they're unable to do so, NAVI with the rotations, they're fast enough to penalize. Ramses too greedy. Miro, he'll be condemned for this along with the Nature's Prophet. As now NAVI, this opens up the map. They don't have Roche to claim.
Oh, he uses himself, unfortunately, on Lays. He could have maybe caught the Ember Spirit when he was trying to TP out.
Transitioning maybe to bottom where they have the Lina currently, but she can always join them with the mid lane pushed out. Roger's in a pretty decent spot to be able to pop this. So not the best target to kill. Roger is in range. Doesn't matter. Vatoon's able to get the kill thanks to the Blood Right.
They've got the Harpy Scout, which, by the way, Lina's able to just TP in onto, and they're going to have it for that timing when Roche is going to be respawning. They know where Miro is as well.
I don't know if no one TP'd from base, but he just handed over Sweet and Strong a DOS. So, and now they're going to utilize it potentially as no one, thanks to the Harpy, I believe, that was flying, saw the Sand King and the tree line. And
at least you've got the Aghanim Scepter for Ember Spirit, so he's going to be providing a whole lot more trouble for the backlines. Again, they are still lacking in stuns right now on NAVI. Side, the Rat is on, just looking to maybe take down the range racks. No one's going to make sure that that's not going to happen. Satanic coming through from him next. I really want to see him get Sheep Stick after that.
This one's going to be pretty cautious about this, but the rotation starting to flock to top as Lay's able to reset, but they want to take the fight. As Dire, they're pathing their way to the area, but they can't kill the Timber. Down to the south, the Oracle. Life expended thanks to FNG's Exo, and now the Timbersaw is left on an island. Bloodseeker doesn't want to join, neither does the Lina, so CIS rejects, we've spoken about their capability. I don't know if we brought it up yet, but Ramses is level 25, so he has the remove teleportation cooldown, so yeah, have fun being able to deal with your lanes. They're going to jump mid, Miro, onto the Lina, who has the Aegis advantage, but there's no one to be able to protect it on the first life. Do they stick around though? Ramses pop BKB, needs to evacuate, or maybe they pounce? Depressed Kid's under the tower. The bash is out. The chain control not there.
Depressed Kid.
Great reactions. Depressed Kid playing with fire up at the Ember. He loves that.
It's not too much of a danger now, but of course later on, once that Abyssal Blade is a factor, that's always going to be a bit worrying. Got this siege creep wave on the top side as well. A double wave, essentially. Paired together with all of the treants. Just putting so much pressure onto the top side of the map.
Should be okay. FNG is actually going to look to take the fight along with RAMZES Drain. There's nothing that Galena can do on the low ground. Misses consistently coming out as no one doesn't win the man fight. And now they're on to Lays. The chain's going to hold him in place, but V2 feels like he cannot step in. Or maybe he can. Tibasaur not killed off just yet. The False Promise protecting for the moment. V2's now going to look to turn with the BKB targeting down FNG. Onto RAMZES is go, but look at RAMZES with the damage. It doesn't matter. V2 life stealing up. Now they're going to push the Nature's Prophet away. Multiple buybacks out from either side. Do they go back in? Sweet and Strong eats the arrow. Depressed Kid, couple of seconds, gonna have the slide. Through the back in, Miro with the burrow. Kills off the Bloodseeker. Now Solo might be in trouble as well, but screw the Oracle. Go for the valuable target. Lays chain away, but look at the commitment. A buyback on V-Tune. Instant tip once again.
It's just such a great creep to be able to have, right? You take every single team fight that gives you the advantage.
0-1 forced to pop a defensive BKB. Just to make sure he doesn't eat the arrow combination.
Abyssal Blade.
They're onto Vitoon down bottom. Solo should be able to get nearby. FNG a little bit too slow with the silence, but RAMZES wanting to pounce inside the base. The kill onto the Oracle should be easy. Depressed Kid, there's the first stun. Can they get the follow-up? Depressed Kid, he's going to be killed off. Oh no, a slight mistake, and they capitalize as NAVI finds the Ember. It's a cost of Oracle along with the full set of barracks though. You kind of expect it though. Like, these are one of the most, I should say, the two most experienced players in this region in particular, and a lot of regions as well. FNG along with Solo Vitoon.
Oh, they're seeing who's there?
Speaking about, you need Solo, but the BKB's fast, and Vitoon is going to try and turn it around. If he gets the kill, the bonus life still, it doesn't matter. The Yules! Oh, the Yules is enough. They don't get the kill. They're on to RAMZES on the higher ground, though. They're stopping from right-clicking no one. This is a gigantic kill. Nature's Prophet's killed off. It's beautifully done. Navi, you lose the Bloodseeker, but it's a huge, huge victory in the end. He doesn't have buyback, though, so it's very risky.
Closes 50 gold away. Got it now. Do you go for the play?
Bro's gonna scout. Oh, no. Okay.
With the Aghanims.
He pops BKB as well. There's gonna be a attempt from the Ember. What does he steal? Depressed Kid gets nothing. FNG charged up the X, so is going to jump in the middle once again. The Death Prophet proving to be an issue for the supports.
Lena's hexed.
Is on to no one. Silence will not matter as no one now turns, standing his ground off the back of the Satanic as FNG made a cute attempt. They still haven't killed him off. The goddamn Death Prophet, even as a position 5, proving to be a difficult kill.
It's worrying signs if you're a fan of Navi. They do get that Aegis. They do get... Was that third Roche or second?
Third. So Aghanims is in the base along with Gem. Who do you give the Ags to this game?
Oh, mid lane, sorry. Nero.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage on the Sand King though. Lay's late game, all this pure is something they have to be cautious of. Yours gonna buy him a little bit of time, but it sets up for RAMZES Sprout. Off to the northern side, Mirror's still gonna tick out to the Impetus. Now they're on to Preskid. The bash from Retune. Once again, they're getting lucky enough. In fact, it was the Abyssal used to control him. He's got to buy back at least.
Not going to do too much for the mid lane, and they don't have the glyph available, so they've now traded racks. Got a TP down to one side by Lays.
Stall it out, find a window, and go from there. But you got the Aegis for another 2 minutes, and Navi want to utilize this. Depressed Kid, if they can get the initial stun, is the burst going to be there afterwards? They need control, they need the damage, but they don't have them until Vitoon actually jumps in with the Abyssal Blade, but he's out with the Remnant now towards the backline. RAMZES protected for the high ground at the moment. They need to beeline towards the Nature's Prophet. Bashes to the last second, but RAMZES is standing his ground. They can't get the kill until the BKB expires. RAMZES is killed off. He's got a buyback. He can soon rejoin. It's going to TP directly back to the middle, and Navi, you need to get out. You need to try and find an avenue away from the fight, but they won't be able to deal so. Depressed Kid jumps in. Now they can set up for round 2 as no one, no assistance. The Lone Wolf following his teammates into the grave as CIS rejects. It's 2 buybacks, costly buybacks as well. I'd see that rapier queued up pretty shortly here from No One.
He has to buy back. He won't have the money for it.
Yeah, it's a concern. You might give up makers as well if you don't buy back his F&G jumps. You're on to Lays. There's one of the buybacks. At least it's solo. False premise going to be important. Look at the discipline. They don't want to go deep, but the issue is initial sun's out. Depressed kid. They don't have the full control. Lena's going to buy back now, but instantly CIS rejects. They're looking to get out. Miro won't have the opportunity. That's a dieback for the Sand King. Lays, can he catch anyone else? Yules maybe setting up for the LSA. Depressed kid doesn't have any remnants. He doesn't have remnants. No one's done it. Na'Vi, 2 down, no buybacks.
He's ratting. Oh no, for the worst time for a pause, and he'll be able to get out. There's no way to catch him if he just wants to immediately TP.
He's still right-clicking. Timber has Hex. Timber should be able to cancel this. He might be forced to use a BKB defensively, which is pretty important for the defense.
Back, my man.
RAMZES playing with fire. They're just going for the throne. They're going for the throne. They need to TP back. Hex is out. Controlling the moment. 1 tier 4 is down. Roger's just making space, dragging them away, pulling the creeps. It's going to cost him his life, but he does have a buyback to expend.
There's a couple of creeps left. 2 creeps.
F&G's got to kill them. Here. They do, but the backdoor might be late to kick in. The backdoor's going to be too late to kick in. You've got to get back. Thrones exposed. Objective-based gaming. V-Tunes on the job. Lays as well, and they've done it. Na'Vi take the series. 48 minutes in. RAMZES is disconnected. No cheese at quarters. Na'Vi. What a way to end it. To knock CIS Rejects down to the 3rd place bracket.